Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is May 16th, 2026, and we're going to read from Numbers chapter 25. We're going to read Psalm 68. All right, so Numbers 25. We're going to pause in this story of Balaam for a little bit. He's going to come back. We saw the king of Moab hire Balaam to curse Israel as they're sitting on this plain of Moab, getting ready to go into the promised land. He's hoping that if God curses them, then he can go conquer them. Even though God has announced that Israel and Moab need to remember that they're related and they shouldn't attack each other. Now, while we don't see how the story is playing out on the Moabite side until a little bit later, we're going to see how it's going to play out on the Israel side first. And how it plays out is Balaam convinces Balak that, hey, you know what? If we can't curse them, here's what we're going to do. We're going to entice them with our women, and we're going to just slowly infiltrate them that way, and we'll take care of it. Now, here in 25, the infiltration is going on. We have Israeli men going after Moabite women. They're starting to move away from worshiping Yahweh to worshiping the Moabite gods. And God says, nope, that's not why I brought you out of the promised land. That's exactly what I keep telling you not to do. So I'm going to have to punish you again. And that's where we are here in Numbers 25. So let's go ahead and read it. Now Israel remained in Acacia Grove, and the people began to commit harlotry with the women of Moab. They invited the people to the sacrifices of their gods, and the people ate and bowed down to their gods. So Israel was joined to Baal of Peor. And the anger of the Lord was aroused against Israel. Then the Lord said to Moses, take all the leaders of the people and hang the offenders before the Lord out in the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may turn away from Israel. So Moses said to the judges of Israel, every one of you kill his men who were joined to Baal of Peor. And indeed one of the children of Israel came and presented to his brethren a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping at the door of the tabernacle of meeting. So they're going to wipe out everyone that's been blaspheming God and deluding God's people by consorting with the Moabites. And right in the midst of this, someone brings their Moabite wife right in and says, oh yeah, well, that's what I think of God in punishing me. So that's what happens here in verse 7. Now when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel into the tent and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her body. So the plague was stopped among the children of Israel. And those who died in the plague were 24,000. So it's about obedience to God. God said, hey, this shouldn't happen. And people ignored him, and God said, well, you got to punish. Either you're going to allow it to happen, or you need to punish it, or I'm going to punish it. And we see Phinehas rise up. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned back my wrath from the children of Israel, because he was zealous with my zeal among them, so that I did not consume the children of Israel in my zeal. Therefore say, behold, I give to him my covenant of peace, and it shall be to him and his descendants after him a covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his God and made atonement for the children of Israel. So he's going to rise to be a leader, and all of the high priests after that will come from his family. Why? Because of his zeal to carry out the commandment of the Lord. When God said, no, you got to punish this, he punished it. Now the name of the Israelite who was killed with the Midianite woman, was Zimri, the son of Salu, a leader of a father's house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianite woman who was killed was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur, who was head of the people of a father's house in Midian. So kind of hinting that there's more going on than just a random murder of a couple. This was a high up family that the woman came from in Moab, and that they're trying to infiltrate a high up family on the Israel side to corrupt them and bring them away from God and over to their God. 16. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, harass the Midianites and attack them, for they harassed you with their schemes by which they seduced you in the matter of Peor and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of a leader of Midian, their sister, who was killed in the day of the plague because of Peor. So because the Moabites and the Midianites plotted to attack Israel, God removes his prohibition against Israel attacking the Moabites and says, okay, you know what, they started it, go get them. And that's where we're going to pick up tomorrow as we see the aftermath of that. So let's go over, we're going to go to Psalm 68, and we are going to read the glory of God and his goodness to Israel, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, a song. So we're going to give praise and worship and thanksgiving, and we're going to see how you should respond to God, not thumb your nose at him and do exactly what he just told you not to do. Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered, let those also who hate him flee before him. As the smoke is driven away, so drive them away. As wax melts before the fire, so let the wicked perish at the presence of God. But let the righteous be glad, let them rejoice before God. Yes, let them rejoice exceedingly. Sing to God, sing praise to his name, extol him who rides on the clouds, by his name Yah, and rejoice before him. A father of the fatherless, a defender of widows, is God in his holy habitation. God sets the solitary in families. He brings out those who are bound into prosperity, but the rebellious dwell in a dry land. O God, when you went out before your people, when you marched through the wilderness, the earth shook. The heavens also dropped rain at the presence of God. Sinai itself was moved at the presence of God and God of Israel. You, O God, sent a plentiful rain, whereby you confirmed your inheritance. When it was weary, your congregation dwelt in it. You, O God, provided them from your goodness for the poor. The Lord gave the word. Great was the company of those who proclaimed it. Kings of armies flee, they flee. And she who remains at home divides the spoil. Though you lie down among the sheepfolds, you will be like the wings of a dove covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold. When the Almighty scattered kings in it, it was white as snow in Zalman. A mountain of God is the mountain of Bashan. A mountain of many peaks is the mountain of Bashan. Why do you fume with envy, you mountains of many peaks? This is the mountain which God desired to dwell in. Yes, the Lord will dwell in it forever. So they're claiming the other mountains are jealous of Mount Zion, where God lives, even though they're mighty mountains. Verse 17, that chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of thousands. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. You have ascended on high, you have led captivity captive. You have received gifts among men, even from the rebellious, that the Lord God might dwell there. Blessed be the Lord who daily loads us with benefits, the God of our salvation. Our God is the God of salvation, and to God the Lord belong escapes from death. But God will wound the head of his enemies, the hairy scalp of the one who still goes on in his trespasses. The Lord said, I will bring back from Bashan, I will bring them back from the depth of the sea, that your foot may crush them in bold, and the tongue of your dogs may have their portion from your enemy. No man showed up. All right, let's pick it back up at 24 while they go nuts in the background there. They have seen your procession, O God, the procession of my God, my King, into the sanctuary. The singers went before, the players on instruments followed after. Among them were the maidens playing timbrels. Blessed God in the congregations, the Lord from the fountain of Israel. There is little Benjamin, their leader, the princes of Judah and their company, the princes of Zebulun and the princes of Naphtali. Your God has commanded your strength. Strengthen, O God, what you have done for us. Because of your temple at Jerusalem, kings will bring presents to you. Rebuke the beasts of the reeds, the herd of bulls with the calves of the peoples, till everyone submits himself with pieces of silver. Scatter the peoples who delight in war. Envoys will come out of Egypt. Ethiopia will quickly stretch out her hands to God. Sing to God, you kingdoms of the earth. O sing praises to the Lord, to him who rides on the heaven of heavens, which were of old. Indeed, he sends out his voice, a mighty voice. Ascribe strength to God. His excellence is over Israel, and his strength is in the clouds. O God, you are more awesome than your holy places. The God of Israel is he who gives strength and power to his people. Blessed be God. May God bless you his word, and may God bless you. Bye.